does the black man serve the white man? Why does everything the black man do benefit the white man? Why does the black man say freedom is doing what I want to do? And why is it that everything he wants to do enriches the European?
Welcome to the desert of the real.
I was having a conversation with Thomas, the brother who's into finances and stuff. And what he said was that the way that they got this system set up, if you know how this system works, it's a fucking candy store to you. Why would you want to change the candy store?
Yeah.
Because these people who run these financial institutions and these and they know the market and stuff, when you have a end where you could just make where money is just like a fucking fountain, why would you try to overturn that? Why would you try to stop that? Why would you try to legislate and regulate that?
That's right.
And it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
They work the way that they do because it benefits them.
Yeah.
Period.
So we need to think about that. Instead of thinking about, well, how can we make it so that it doesn't work for them? Fuck them. We need to start thinking about us and designing a system that motivates us to keep it perpetually going. Because that's ultimately how systems work. If the system benefits you, you are a cog in the wheel of keeping that system turning. Nobody in America, no matter how diverse their political opinions are, want to overturn this government.
Right.
On the real, because you saw when the right wingers stormed the Capitol, everybody universally on the right wing and left wing was against them. Because you can't destroy institutions, you can't destroy the stability of your country and your nation. Because once you do that, then all types of crazy motherfuckers will rise up. When there's a vacuum, a power vacuum, somebody comes in to fill that void, and you don't get to control who does that. So the most important thing for the white man in America is stability. They want their government to be stable. They want the illusion of legitimacy. I'm not saying legit.
Right.
They want the illusion of legitimacy. It's like in the Old West, where they give you a trial before they hang you. Serious. It's the same thing. It's like they want you to go through a process to show that this is a legit process. We're not just out here like a bunch of animals just stringing people up. We're going to give you your day in court. We're going to let the judge decide, and then we'll kill you.
Yeah, make it respectable.
Right. And that's how they feel. It's like they know how this shit. The white man manages to take corruption and make it civilized. That's what he's managed to do. Like they're just as corrupt as any of these African nations.
Yeah.
The only difference is the African nations don't know how to give the air of legitimacy. Like a TSA agent can't just be obviously corrupt. You can't go into your pocket, pay him, and he just lets you through. You can't do that in America. But that's not to say the TSA agents aren't corrupt.
Right.
But the way they get their money is not going to be obvious.
Yeah. See, it's how it's done. Yeah.
It's how it's done. They've mastered the art of corruption. And then they can sit back on the moral authority, like on the high horse and say, "Oh, look at all these other nations. They're so corrupt."
Drives me crazy.
Well, they're just as corrupt, except it's like you don't have in Nigeria. It's not like unlike Nigeria. You just go into your pocket and pay the cop in broad daylight. Here's $100. Let me go.
So, like you said, civilized corruption. It's like just basically a polished version of it.
Right.
Oh, okay.
The air of legitimacy.
Huh. Wow.
Think no more. If the courts are a perfect example of the air of legitimacy, it gives you an air of legitimacy to corruption.
Mm-hmm.
The mob gives you an air of legitimacy. They come in with suits. They're well dressed. They're very polite.
All right.
But they are threatening you.
Yeah.
They're threatening you.
Yeah.
But you would never know it because on the surface, everything's legit.
Everything's legit. Everything seems fine.
So the only thing that America has done in terms of corruption is they've fine-tuned it and advanced it to a level higher than every other nation.
Mm.
To the point where people will argue with you that, hey, this is not a corrupt nation. Like, really?
Sure will. Sure will.
Damn.
You know what's similar? It's similar to how people view crime when it comes to our community. When it comes to our community, they look at our criminals as thugs, hooligans,
Mm-hmm.
ruffians, and all this other stuff, right?
Right.
But when it comes to the mob, they don't use those same terms. When it came, like when they describing the mafia almost has like an air of romanticism to it.
Yes. You said that. Was it? I think it's the History Channel or National Geographic. One of them where they have a series on the mob, Lucky Luciano, talking about John Gotti, all the past. And it's funny because I was thinking that, it's like, man, you know, listen to the commentator or the whoever's doing the voiceover, and it's just this romanticism. It's this hint of respectability, even as they're discussing the severe corruption, the murders, the beatings, all of that. And it's true. It's exactly what you said. It's like if it's bold in your face and it's nasty to them, then it's called out, and it's usually angled at pointed to it our people. But for something like this, the suits, the look, the money, the wine, the air of some respectability, you don't get that brutal truth.
Right.
It's romanticized.
Yeah, like I know during the time when the mafia had control over Las Vegas, back during that casino period, remember that movie? The entertainers of that time said that they felt that when the corporations took over, that's when everything went down. They liked it when the mob was in control.
Right.
They said that they were treated better by the mafia. So you see what I mean? It's this air. You have to give that air of legitimacy. Like if the thugs in our community made the neighborhood safe for old people, the people would love them.
Yeah.
They wouldn't care that they were doing crime and extorting and all that stuff. All they care about is that, oh wow, the old people are safe. We don't have to worry about. And if a young person in a mob attacked an older person in the community, that person would be hanging from a fucking light post. If our criminals had that type of a code, nobody would have a problem with them in what they did in our community, because the community would feel like they have people that's taking care of them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's like everybody has a way to do their dirt. So is it the dirt itself that's the problem? Or is it how you do it?
How you do it.
And the perception.
Yep.
And that's power.
Exactly.
It's power.
You can't compare to the status right here. Legendary worldwide, we can battle right here. Listen, Junior, I'ma tear back your wig. This ain't TV, but I'll show you what a fear factor is. Stop grilling me, and all that fronting is killing me. You leave me no choice but to hurt your feelings, G. About to slap rappers around and bruise the game. What?